What's up, everybody? I'm Ali Burns from Picks Parlays, and this is Almost Adulting with my co-host Detroit Lenny and our special guest Cameron Ross. What's going on, Cam? What's going on, Lenny?
Never heard of him. Next.
You want me to push him? I'll shove him right out of here.
Cam Ross, we're getting a band back together, bro.
Yeah, that's the second time. I've heard that today. It's nice to be back in the band.
Well, you could act a little bit like, enthusiastic here. I mean, I need a fucking cartwheel or something.
All right, hold on.
We're already dropping F-bombs. All right. 40 seconds into the show, F-bombs have been dropped.
It's Super Bowl weekend. It's Super Bowl Eve.
It's Tuesday afternoon, Lenny. Chill out.
Oh, my bad. Well, it's Vegas, Cam. It's Vegas, Cam. So don't judge me in Vegas, Cam. Don't judge me in Vegas.
Come on, it's Friday night. Well, it's actually Tuesday afternoon, but whatever.
Whatever. I'm trying to find.
Austin? You got lots of props in the hopper. You've got a proper hopper then.
You got a what? Oh, proper
hopper, baby.
Yeah. Hi, Fred. How are you?
I got you. I see what you did there.
Some of these, Cam, we did a free pick video together.
Yes, we did.
Like props on both of the quarterbacks. So what was your Burrow prop?
Over 13 rushing yards. And I've actually seen, I was actually on something else today, and I saw somebody got it at 11.5. He's going to be sacked. Like, swear to God, he's going to be sacked.
A lot.
But I just think he's going to have to scramble here and there. And I think, he'll probably do that 8, 9, 12-yard first run, trying to get a first down, and that's going to swing him. That's my Burrow prop, and I think Stafford's going to throw for over 300 yards. So he'll bust his 284.
Stafford over 300 yards, 284.
It's like 274, but 274 was like a minus 208, and we don't do that. But if you bump it up to 284, it's a minus 114. So that's the one I was on. And then the Burrow for 13 was also 114, and I think this is all from last night. I will say some others here in a minute, and I think Cam Akers will be the leading rusher in the game.
So I got Cam Akers winning MVP.
So if he wins the MVP,
so we're on the same page.
If he wins the MVP, he'll be the leading rusher.
Yes.
Because, just correct me if I'm wrong, Lenny. Neither one of these teams are like big, hey, let's hand the ball off. No, they're gunslinger. They're chunking that thing. They'll throw the ball to the running back, but.
So I'm on way too many props, obviously, because I'm a degenerate. We all know that. I'm going to give out my best bet real quick right now to get it over with before I have too many vodkas and blue Powerade for the Rams. My best bet is at minus 110. Minus 110. It's a 6-point teaser. And I am taking the Bengals up over 10. If you can get them at 10, if you can get them at 4, 4.5, 4.5 is better. You missed your mark. But 4.5 is when I got it. And you could take them to 6. You could take them to 10.5. And I'm going to take the over 42.5. Because I think if the Bengals win this game, the game's got to go over. And I think the game is close. I do think at the end of the day, and I want to say this before anybody gives me smoke, I do think the Rams win this game. I don't know if they cover the 4 or 4.5. I do think it's a closer game. I don't think the Rams are needing to score in the last minute and do like a last minute drive to win the game. I think that's Joe Burrow. And I think Joe Burrow is driving at the end of the game to win the game. And I don't think he does that. I think I did the math. I got all kinds of props, folks. What do you want? Just go ahead. And Sean Higgs said that it's the best when I did a free pick video. Super Bowl. It's time to have fun. Okay? Yeah. All year long, we've been talking football.
On all kinds of things. Yeah.
Listen, yeah, exactly. Like it's a Super Bowl. It's the most bet game of the year by all $38.1 billion. B with a billion is projected to be bet on this game, which is a record. Every year, break a record. $38.1 billion. Just have fun with it. Don't get stupid. Don't get crazy. Half unit, quarter units. Throw some, like, I'm going to spend $20 on something dumber than what color shoes Snoop Dogg.
I wish you would have never
lives in your
that.
head, doesn't it?
Yeah, because now I'm like, I'll spend $5 on something dumber than this today.
I'll spend $20 on something dumber than that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
Right, for sure.
That bag of chips isn't going to flip the $10. Also,
no, it's not going to make my bankroll.
No. I'm also going to ask you to this one. Do you think both teams score more than 19.5 points?
Yes. I think both teams score in the 30s.
That's a minus 130, and that's another prop that I like.
Yeah. So my Super Bowl though. Okay. Go ahead.
We have commenters and they're asking y'all questions. Okay. So let's stop.
Okay. Let me answer.
They're so needy though. They're so needy, Ali Burns.
That's literally why we're here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm cranky. Just so y'all know, I broke my personal record on the elliptical today. I went 70 straight minutes. It kicked my ass off. Wouldn't even
told me about it earlier. That's fantastic.
If I'd have known that, I would have never agreed to do this show. I'm just telling you right now.
Leonard, I'm so tired of talking about the Super Bowl. I can't stand it. I don't even like football. You know this about me already.
I know you hate it. I don't expect you to be here more than 30 minutes, and me and Cam finish this out. Just FYI.
Guess what? I have been here 30 minutes. You just got here 8 minutes ago. So technically, I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.
Yeah, but see, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm in it.
Cliche. Listen, Captain Cliche. Cam, over 5.5 sacks. Rams over 3.5 sacks. What do you think?
I like
the
over 5.5 more than the 3.5. I'm not saying the 3.5 can't happen for the Rams, but I would just imagine, if they get to him quick, they get to him early, they're going to have to switch it up. But I would something like that. I would rather be able to bet on both teams as a unit than just
5.5.
Yeah, than just the one team.
Okay,
Lenny, who do you think gets a sack? Who are you liking to get sacks?
All the Rams defensive line. I think Von Miller, I think Leonard Floyd, I think Aaron Donald, I think they all get there. Here's the thing. I will disagree with Cam on this particular sack thing. I don't think there's a ton of sacks. I think there's a ton of pressure. I think both quarterbacks, Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford, are going to dump the ball off a lot. Joe Mixon's going to get a lot of dinks. Like, oh my God, they're coming. I'm going to toss you the ball. Like a little small 5-yard pass stuff, screen passes, little check down stuff. I think Matt Stafford's going to do the same thing with Cam Akers. So both of these teams are very much a mirrored image of each other. They're both very close statistically, offense and defense. They both are built to score. Their defense is good. They're not great. But I think at the end of the day, I'm going to take the veteran defense over the younger defense. Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Jalen Ramsey. Those guys are made, like the Rams brought all of them people there to win a Super Bowl. Plus Matt Stafford, don't get me wrong. That's the big name. But defense wins championships. And they brought all them people there besides Aaron Donald, who was already there. But they brought Von Miller in. They brought Jalen Ramsey in, last year or whatever. They brought him in. Cam Akers, though, I think is going to be your sleeper pick for MVP. But my theory, though, too, that the favorites for MVP, take Matt Stafford and take Joe Burrow. Matt Stafford's plus 130. Joe Burrow's plus 240 on Super Bowl MVPs. Very rarely is a quarterback not the MVP. They just naturally give it to the quarterback, okay? So it doesn't matter how many yards and touchdowns Jamar Chase has. It doesn't matter how many yards or touchdowns Cooper Kupp has because somebody's throwing him the ball, and his name is Joe Burrow or Matt Stafford. So naturally, they're going to gravitate towards the quarterbacks winning MVP. So if you just took $100 and put them on both, you come out. Worst case scenario, you're up money if Matt Stafford wins. Right. If you worst case scenario, you're up $30 and Matt Stafford wins MVP. If Joe Burrow pulls some stuff out of his ass and wins MVP, you're up a lot of money. You know what I mean? So you got to manipulate the props. I mean, I got 19 prop bets that I'm solid on.
I think I have like 7 that I just have. I'm not solid. I accidentally I do have the Stafford over interceptions and I hated laying the juice on it, but I had to because if I don't bet on that, then he won't throw one. And if he doesn't throw one, then they won't win the game. And who's who I want to win the game? So.
What she said.
Yeah.
Better odds, though, from what you just said, is Stafford to throw an interception before he throws a touchdown is plus 220.
Oh, okay. Let me.
I'm just saying you got to look for that. So, like, I think, and Ali Burns knows because I've been saying this for weeks. If Matt Stafford and the Rams want to win this game, Matt Stafford has to fail early. Mm-hmm. He has to be behind at halftime. He has to throw an interception early. And then he will recoup and he will come back alive. So I like plus 220. Plus 220 for Stafford to throw a pick before he throws a touchdown. Plus 220. I hope he comes out and throws one right away in the first drive of the game. I don't know if he will. He is an uphill quarterback. He is not a behind. And I think, to Cam's point, both of these teams, I don't think either one wants the Rams don't want Joe Burrow to have the ball. And the Bengals don't want Matt Stafford to have the ball. Okay? So what does that mean? They have to control the clock. In order to control the clock, they have to run the ball. And in order to run the ball, are you going to rely on your one running back, Joe Mixon? Are you going to rely on the 3-headed monster, which is Cam Akers, who's finally healthy for the first time all year? Or are you going to rely on Sony Michel and the other dude who they got running the ball? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't have one of those Picks and Parlay football jerseys.
Do you want me to open the package that Craig sent for you? You might have one on my couch right now. Hold on.
Let's do it right now.
I'm so excited.
Craig Trapp sent me a package from Picks and Parlays, but he sent it to Ali Burns' house just to mess with me. So I had to drive 15 minutes to get the package. I'm not doing it.
So excited.
She's coming over to my house for Super Bowl, and she's bringing it. What is it, though? I don't want to look. Everybody be surprised. I won't see.
Wait. Okay, close your eyes. Oh, it's not a football jersey, but...
I'm gonna look so much like Craig Trapp right now. I'm gonna shave my head.
Blue, but wait,
it's blue.
More.
It looks black.
It looks black to me.
It looks black.
This is navy. This one's black and gray.
Do I have
Craig Trapp sent me his old gear because we wear the same size. Are you sure? Is there tags? All right. Because I mean, Craig Trapp, I wouldn't put it past him to send me his old shit.
Yeah, that's navy and that's black and gray. He would never send you his old shit.
You gotta watch Craig.
So that's what you got.
It looks so... Oh, shit, Cam Ross, we're gonna be twinsies.
Oh,
no, but look.
That's so cute.
But look,
we're gonna be like... just for the record, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Twins series. You're Danny DeVito.
Mine's a vest.
I like that.
You got a vest?
Yeah.
I'm your mother. I'm your mother who you've got hold up
vest.
the paint.
And he said, Craig, like...
All right, Cam, you don't have to show off. Craig doesn't send us that much stuff. Getting wild with Terry. Terry, thank you for stopping by, hitting the thumbs up button.
Do we have any live bets out right now?
I got nothing. I got some hockey stuff going on, but I didn't like tonight's slate that much.
I didn't either.
I'm on, of course.
Cam cashed his Woody pick. Youngstown won by 13. So
no, that wasn't my Woody pick. I told you it should have been.
Oh, it was the Bulls. You know what? I faded that because it's the wipeout game, the slaughter game line movement, and I went with the T-Wolves, and I felt really bad.
The T-Wolves are winning right now by 5.
I got him +4, and I took him on the money line because it's like this thing I keep noticing, and I don't bet on it, and I just need to start betting on it because it cashes. It's the slaughter game. I talk about it all the damn time. I need to be betting on it. It's in the NBA. That's why, because I don't play a lot of NBA.
Tell me what that is.
The slaughter game?
So it's one of the last games of the night, and it's kind of like that game that everybody's parlay is hedging, is like hanging on to, right? It's like the number 10 out of your 10-leg parlay. And it's going to be a game where all the money is on one side, but the line is moving the wrong way. So in this case, all the money was on the Bulls, and it went from like a 4 to a 3 or whatever it was. And so it did it with when the T-Wolves played the Kings the other night, on the night that the Lakers lost to the Blazers. That was the slaughter game. So what it does, it slaughters all the parlays in Vegas for the night, So it's a real angle. I've been following it for years. It's the guru's angle, really, but it works best with football and NBA because not as many people watch college basketball, and it's a little more volatile. So
I like it.
do we have any in-play bets, live bets right now?
I don't have anything live going on right now.
we're
I've been
just
working
not
on
in
prop
today.
bets. I've been working on prop bets, and tonight's slate, I didn't really.
+1.5. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't really like tonight's NHL slate, so I treaded lightly.
Tread lightly. Cross-sport prop from DK. Atlanta Hawks team total or Cooper Cup receiving yards. I
So,
got the Hawks.
Cam, do you do a lot of the cross sport props thing every year? Or I do not.
I don't do a lot of props, period.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really either.
Yeah, I don't prop a whole lot.
But I
period.
am now.
It-
Now
to
that I've
see-
got Lenny in my pocket,
to see,
now I'm propping.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
to me,
I
prop
give
bets
you
are a
your
lot
due
like
diligence or your due respect.
I know you do. I know you do. I'm more saying you're welcome to the chat.
Go ahead, Cam.
prop bets to me is a lot like fantasy football. I don't play fantasy football either because I don't want to be rooting for one player when I need this team to win by 8.
Right.
So I just
So,
stick
Like
to what
for
I
me
know.
with football, I don't necessarily care. So having props on like, is he going to have over 6.5 or 6.5 points for the kicker, or will this guy get an interception? Will Matt Stafford throw in it? Like that, or sack, or blah blah. All that stuff makes the game way more interesting to me. Like now, I'm paying attention and following all kinds of things. So
Yeah. But if I didn't do this,
I need Lenny to do it. I can't just randomly do football props. So I text Lenny, and then he'll send me a bunch, and then I send him to the parlays, and then we all cash, and it's great.
like if this, like what I do was like just a hobby and not like a actual life to support me and my family, I'd probably do fantasy football or whatever. But no, like this is like
He's
And you
saying
know
it's a hobby for us, Lenny.
no, I'm
damn.
not. I'm not at
Damn,
all.
Cam, because I pay bills and play fantasy. What you trying to talk about, man, bro? You want
I'm
all the
saying-
smoke?
No, I'm saying I can't focus on both of them. I have to have my mind completely on one of the
So
other.
because you can't multitask,
What?
All right, let's talk props.
crickets.
Because I can't multitask what? No, like
I don't
y'all do
know.
it.
That's all I got. I
Okay.
didn't know where to
There's
go
just-
with it.
So because you can't multitask, period. That's it.
No, because I can. I'm paying bills and fantasy football.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying, but gambling, selling picks. That's
fair.
That's all I focus on. Like I don't.
What the fuck else are we doing?
Yeah, I don't sell picks. I just give them out.
For 3 straight hours at this point.
No,
Talking
I'm
about
not
this
saying
shit.
y'all don't do it. I'm saying I just focus. I don't care how this team wins by 8, but like I just like I have
Right.
I have
Okay,
so many
it just
friends
sounds condescending.
I get what you're going at.
who gamble,
Okay.
but then they're rooting for one guy on the other team, and I just can't do that. Like I just couldn't get jiggy with that.
Bleed's a fan as well. I just did a show with him, so I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
From the
He's
from one of
yeah,
your
he's
old sports bets watch parties.
yeah, he's big hockey guy. Big hockey. He's one of them Canadians, eh? Big hockey guy, so I respect him and a lot of his Olympic hockey stuff. He's really good in that. By the way, Ali Burns, we cashed all our overnight cash Olympic shit.
I know, and my under Korean basketball.
Well, I don't know about any of that, but
Talking about.
on the skeleton, cash.
Oh.
It took a while for it to come through, but cash. Terry, don't get carried away with that. Let's go wild.
Nice. Sean
Yeah,
Astin.
cash on the skeleton, cash on the hockey, all that stuff. What, Cam? What?
The way our men's curling team is playing, me and you are for sure up next.
Oh, for sure. They're terrible.
We are for sure up next.
Bro, I got 2 knees that have had knee replacement surgeries, and my fat ass could play better than the U.S. men's Olympic team.
Hey, you
right
want to
now.
know something, though? The girls' curling team, the women, are stomping ass.
I think the mixed is better. So the one chick from Alaska, I can't think of her name to save the life of me, but I have mentioned it before on the show. But the chick from Alaska, on the women's, she was the captain of the mixed doubles team, and she knows her stuff. And I love curling. I mean, obviously we know, but like luge, like I had to explain Mandy. Mandy's big in bobsledding. She loves Winter Olympics, and then she was like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, so Mandy's like all yelling at the bobsled. She's like, "What's this luge swear? What's this luge thing?" I'm like, "The luge is just a one-man bobsled kind of, but they're just on a sled and they're going." She's like, "Well, what's the skeleton?" I'm like, "The skeleton is just face first." I'm like, the skeleton, you know what happened is somewhere along the line in a bar somewhere, and God knows where for the Winter Olympics, the damn skeleton or the luge competitors were like, "Oh, we're so badass. We're doing one-man bobsled type thing." And the skeleton people said, "Hold my beer. We'll do what you do, and we'll do it face first."
Yeah.
You know?
On our stomach,
So-
head first. What's good? And
Yeah, let's go.
Her name
Bet.
is Vicky.
And these
Her name is
going like
Victoria.
70, 80 miles an hour down this track.
Smoking.
Face first, with nothing but a wetsuit on and a helmet.
And what's crazy is their
fucking
arms
hope and a prayer.
Their
Like,
arms
what
Hope
is
and a prayer.
going on
even
in
here.
your, like, who created this? What's going on in your country that this was like the best thing you could
I
find?
don't care. I love it.
You know, like,
I don't care. I love it.
Oh,
I
I love
love
it.
it.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
It's aggressive.
It's
aggressive.
crazy. It was. I feel like somebody who might not have been like couldn't run fast or whatever. They're like, you know,
There
what?
might have been some alcohol involved
Yeah, they're
when
like,
they
you know what?
when they made that
I feel,
decision.
I feel like it originated with like a shopping cart and an icy hill, and then like it just evolved from there. You know?
Oh, there was a
Maybe-
lot of vodka, and it was
Yeah,
possibly in
exactly.
Russia, and they were like, "Hey, bro, hey, do this." I don't know. It was my Russian accent. It was terrible.
Her
Yeah.
name is Victoria, Lenny,
Victoria.
the
know who
Alaskan
that is.
curler. Her name is
Yo.
Victoria.
Okay, Sean Austin though. Hold on, go back to the Sean Austin player
now
prop.
we want to talk about it after it hung
No.
out on the screen for 45 minutes. Okay.
That's fancy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
Nick
like
Earl loves this. I did a prop thing with him, and we talked about this. He loves this, and the only way this gets over 2.5 is Sean McVay. It's by the Rams. I think both coaches are younger. Both coaches will take some chances, but Sean McVay is a loose cannon. Sean McVay he has no shame in challenging any play, calling timeouts, wasting them, doing whatever. So if this is the case, it's a Sean McVay move, and I just think my whole theory on the Super Bowl is they're going to be ultra conservative in the first half, and then they're going to go like balls out in the second half. And they're going to go all Ali Burns in the second half. That's what they're going to do. They're going to be Cam Ross in the first half.
Sure.
See Cam Ross right now? That's how the Super Bowl is going to go in the first half. Just. And then in the second half, they're going to be all Ali Burns. See? And then, so that's what's going to happen. So.
I actually do like the 2.5, but I would actually, if I was going to do something like that, I would actually like to bet on who's going to throw it.
Odell.
It's going to be Odell. It's going to be Odell.
Yeah, 100%.
He's going to catch it and throw it back across the field to the running back.
But it's not to Matt Stafford.
No, it's going to be to the running back.
Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford will not catch a pass. Let's
What's
be
a
clear.
touchback?
A touchback is when the ball's kicked off, a punt, or whatever,
kickoff.
like
Let's
at the
go
beginning,
kickoff.
kickoff.
That's what that
Right,
is.
and they catch it in the end zone, and they take a knee. That's a touchback.
Or it just gets kicked out of the back.
Or it just goes over their head.
Do you think there's going to be a touchback on the kickoff? For
The first
some
one?
reason, I have a bet.
first
that
one?
there
Yes.
will not be.
Probably.
Yes. No, yes, there will, but it's probably minus money. You guys want me to tell you
I
my?
made a bet on it. I wasn't paying attention. I was just
Oh.
looking at things, and then I was like, oh my god, I just took that.
Nick Earl.
Yeah, because they're going to be inside, and I would imagine it's going to get boomed.
You want to hear the best prop I got, and it's not like the Kool-Aid. It's not somebody, it's not. Listen, I did bet on Snoop Dogg to wear blue shoes. Okay, but it's not one of those bets.
Can you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Snoop. Yes, 100%. I got it right here. Hold on. It's any artist to be smoking during the halftime show is plus 200.
You know what, though? I will say that, weed's legal.
Because anybody could.
Smoking indoors in California is highly frowned upon.
So, my best prop bet is plus 800. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to cash.
Let me ask you this. I heard what you said about
it, though. That's what I'm trying to
smoking
ask.
Indoors.
It's going to be under props, Super Bowl props, and then it's going to be under halftime specials.
Halftime specials. Okay. I'm so cranky. I'm sorry, y'all.
Cam Ross, can I tell you my best prop bet?
You sure can.
So, it's plus 800. Y'all might want to take a moment. Sean Austin, if you're in the chat, I know you are, write it down. And you can thank me later. It's plus 800. And it's going to be in the first, it'd be before kickoff. Will there be a word omitted or mispronounced in the national anthem? Plus 800. I said yes. Forgotten word or omitted in the national anthem. There's 2 people singing the national anthem.
Just give you my phone and you make these bets for me. I can't find
no.
them. It's the worst all of this.
Forgot a word.
Basically, say, can you see? If they say say you see.
Bam! Cash money.
It's always right in the rocket's red glare, the bomb's bursting, and it's right around there. I've listened to more naps. I'm sure you have too, Cam, because we work in sports, and at the beginning of every damn game you're at.
Usually it's the rocket's
Blair or
right.
I'll screw up Blair and Blair.
2 people singing the national anthem today. It's a duet, man and a woman. Both, and I want to say this correctly so I don't get no smoke or anything like that, but I think both are very heavily active in the civil rights movement, particularly the Black Lives Movement. And I'm going to take the political angle on this and say that there will be a word forgot or omitted in not only in the national anthem, but I also have the over 95 seconds. I'm going to take the political angle on that, and I'm going to take the over 95 seconds, and I'm going to take the plus 800 on a word forgot or omitted. So that's, 100% there's it's Sean Austin. Just cash at me your money, bro. Just cash at. It's easier for you. I won't even charge you no juice. The first kickoff is for sure a touchback. They are going to kick it as far and away from anything ever. It's a touchback. The first kick of the game. Cam Ross, tell me I'm wrong.
It's gone.
Touchback.
They're going to be inside.
I love this bet.
They're going to be inside.
I take blue.
Every kicker doesn't want to be Devin Hester.
Bam! You're welcome, folks.
I remember Devin Hester. Wasn't he a Chicago Bear?
Yes, he was.
With Jay Cutler, because that motherfucker was on my fantasy team. I remember him.
And he returned.
So you didn't win shit.
I knew football. Yeah, that's why I remember him, because
because you didn't win shit. Yeah, Jay Cutler sucked.
I was coming off. It was like my second season of fantasy football, and I won my league, and it was my 3rd season now, and I got Devin Hester. I got a bad team, so I was very happy.
So I will say this. This is serious talk about props, because we've talked about field goals. Cam Ross, I like over 4.5. It's an alternate line for field goals for the whole game between both teams. Over 4.5, and the over 4.5 is plus 300.
Okay, question. Real quick.
So I don't hate that.
I don't. Real quick before we answer this, because I don't know what this means.
I do.
Okay. Well, I would like to know what it means. When you bet,
I do know what that means.
When you bet
Talk
on
about it today.
When you bet on like the field goal like that, do they have to be made? Then that's a real question, or do they have to?
Yes.
Have to be made. Okay.
So over 4.5 field goals made.
Buckets. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
one of y'all or both of y'all, will you please tell me what this means?
So an octopus is when in an NFL game when a player scores the touchdown and then he also scores the 2-point conversion. Has to be the same guy on the same play.
Yeah.
It's only happened 169 times in NFL history since the 2-point conversion was introduced in 1994.
I think
that's it. I'm going to go with no, because think about it. Even if a team does score, and Cooper Kupp scores, let's just say hypothetically, and then they do first of all, they have to be in a situation to need the 2-point. And then they have to go for it. And then whoever scores the touchdown has to also get the 2-point. You're asking for a lot to be done. Mandy is all about tails. And she has a science to why it's tails, by the way.
Yeah, the weight of the coin.
Yep. I like my wife.
You didn't have that science?
No, not at all. I root for heads every year because I root for the best. I root for, heads.
I'm going to end up winning the house.
Would it be a 12-year-old boy there?
Because of this kickoff return.
Wow. I didn't know what an octopus was. I think I know who got the last octopus this season, though.
Huh.
It was the Ravens tight end, that big white guy. I don't know his name.
Okay, then you don't
Well,
know.
that narrows it down.
Yeah,
big white guy that plays tight end in the NFL. So you eliminated Darren Waller.
We're just straight dicks today. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette and get a new beer.
That's fair. No, all right, Cam Ross, here's my legit. Okay, so I have like 2 pages worth of the Super Bowl props, like for real. And I'll put them on the Picks and Parlay page probably tomorrow, and I'll type them out. Right, and keep in mind, I say this with a grain of salt, and like I'm not putting more than like half a unit, quarter unit on some stuff. I'm just degenerating here with props, okay? Sure. So I'm not telling anybody to bet their bankroll on anything here, okay? Anything like that. So this is for fun. I did a free pick video with Sean Austin a couple days back, and he said it best. He just have fun. It's a Super Bowl. For Christ's sake, you're probably going to watch it with some friends or family. Just have some fun. You know what I mean? So, and Nick Earl, Mark Andrews.
He's said correct. That, but you didn't hear me. I really didn't.
I did. Okay.
I really didn't say it, but you didn't hear me.
So, this is legit stuff I bet on. Like I have.
Like actually already wagered or going.
It's already wagered. Money has been spent.
Money's
Don't
gone.
Tell my wife. Okay.
Bro, like 4 comments above the one you just put.
Yeah, I know. All right, so the Rams will have over 1.5 touchdowns, -105. Bet.
What?
I know.
What the hell is that?
I just take my money now. Okay. Forget a word or omit during the anthem, +800. I already talked about that. Snoop Dogg will wear blue shoes, +150. White shoes, +550. He's affiliated with the Crips. I'm not going to get too much into my conspiracy theory stuff, but I'm just saying, it's in L.A., homeboy, I'm just saying, my man might come out, I'm just saying, whatever. Marshall Mathers will wear a headband at the halftime show, +200. Or no, I'm sorry, not a headband, a hood. He will wear a hood, because a headband was different. He will come out with a hood on, +200. This is the best one. California Love will be the first song of halftime, +800. Now, I don't like that bet because I think it's the last song on the halftime show.
It's the closer.
It's the closer. It's the bring down the house. Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop M, like it's and Dre, like it's the closing. But at +800, maybe that's how they start the show with California Love. It's not horrible. Again, tread lightly. Any artist to be smoking on stage plus 200. Weed is
You got the
legalized.
Rams over one.
Weed is legalized in California.
Right. You hear me? You got the Rams over 1.5 touchdowns?
Minus 105.
Bro, it's like it's 3.5 right here. I don't even see 1.5.
I'll tell you, it's on offshore thing.
Did you know
Total
that
field goals.
Jeremy Giambi killed himself?
Did he?
Who?
Jeremy Giambi killed himself yesterday. He shot himself.
I knew he had.
What?
I knew he had
I
died.
just read it on my smoke break.
I knew he had died, but I didn't know he.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know he had died.
I didn't even know he died.
Yeah, he died yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, Wednesday he died.
I'm Googling
Today,
right
Friday?
now.
I don't know what day. I'm so
Today
sorry.
is Friday.
Okay.
Real quick,
All day?
though, guys.
Friday, all
Oh,
day.
2 days ago.
Real quick, Allie, I know you're going to say it too. Danny and my family's watching. So I just want to say
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Earmuffs.
Hi.
Well,
Earmuffs.
You're
Yeah.
watching.
Earmuffs.
But
Oh,
you
that
too.
thing. Someone mentioned. Speaking of Danny and Cam, somebody mentioned that they
Steroids.
like Boston College plus the 14 tomorrow. The money line is a little rough for me, but the 14 I don't mind because Duke is playing Wake next, so I could see them not maybe blowing Boston College out of the water. I'm not going to bet on that. Don't get me wrong, but for whoever was in the chat, I don't hate what you're doing with it because Duke has a major game up next. So, just saying. That's
Yeah, I don't bet a whole lot of Duke games. You know, we've talked about
I
that.
don't either.
You know, I've been riding Wake Forest though. You know, they've been a cash cow, and
Yeah, I know you have.
I've been riding. You know, they've won me. I think three of my 9 wins are Wake Forest.
Yeah, that's true. Huh?
Because I had Wake for the full game. I had Wake in the first half of the same game, and then I had Wake again the other night.
Yeah, that's
They've
true.
been a cash cow. Wake plays
I couldn't
Miami.
get it. It looked too fishy to me. And I had 3 games that looked. I've said it too many times on the show, but I had 3 games that looked fishy that day. 2 of them were. They went the other way. Ohio State and Wisconsin against Michigan State.
Oh yeah, I
Wade cash.
wouldn't
Nailed
want
Wade.
either one of those.
Yeah, I wasn't dealing with it.
I'm sad about the Jeremy Giambi thing.
I am too. That
Me
just
too.
shocked me.
I thought
Oakland
it was.
A's.
I thought it was going to be like effects of steroids or something from the past. I didn't know he killed himself.
Well, it could be.
I guarantee. I will probably predict that steroid, like the NFL has an issue with concussions and obviously all the effects that has and suicide and players and this, that, or whatever. Baseball, not really obviously a contact sport like the NFL, but I think steroids at the end of the day, unfortunately, is going to be associated with this death. And
You heard that baseball, like now you can use steroids though. They changed the rule. Like,
everybody's been using this shit for
I know, but now, like all those guys who can't get into the Hall of Fame because they use steroids. Like,
Barry Bonds doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
did they get in now?
No, he's out. He's done.
Barry Bonds can't get in. Like it's past his voting
all
time.
All his ballots are over.
Yeah, and he doesn't deserve to.
I don't. I'm not a big Barry Bonds fan, so I don't care about him specifically. But are there any other sports games on Super Bowl Sunday? Legit question. Yeah, there's basketball before.
There's 2 NBA games, and then I know Loyola.
They're all early.
Loyola Chicago is the latest college game, and they play at 4. So everything will probably be over or ending right around kickoff. But
college basketball has no sense of actual precedence in the sports world, so they'll play games all day.
But there's no real head. Iowa plays Nebraska on Sunday. That's probably the most high-profile game. But for the most part, it's just everybody's kind of taking the day off.
Yeah, NHL's real early with stuff as well. I think they all start at like
noon.
Like the game starts at like 3:30 Pacific time, and I think all NHL games will be either ending by then or real close to it.
Yeah.
So I do like.
I knew what this was before.
Cam Ross. I like.
LOL.
I like Odell to score to get a passing touchdown, to a receiving touchdown, I should say, plus 125, and I like Van Jefferson to get a receiving touchdown, plus 300. I think Van Jefferson could possibly be a sleeper for the Rams offense. And hear me out why I say that. Eli Apple is going to be lined up with Cooper Kupp the whole damn game. Okay? Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey are going to battle that shit out. And then who's going to be left? The, T. Higgins of the group, the Odell Beckhams of the group. And then I think linebackers and whatever can adjust to those wide receivers. But I think at the end of the day, nobody can go deep with Jefferson. And I think Matt Stafford, sooner or later, is going to put that rock up, and he's going to let Van go get it. And I think that could be a difference maker. Because I don't think anybody can guard Van Jefferson. And God forbid you give Cam Akers the ball in the flat that can let people make a move.
That's sick. Oh, if
I'm just saying.
If you can hit him or at least touch him, like right in the flat, you're good. But if he gets rolling, it's tough.
Right.
Yeah.
If he gets downhill, forget about it. Like Cam Akers at the beginning of the year, everybody was like, "Oh my God, he's going to rush like top 5 rushing running back in the league, could possibly be." Then he got hurt, and now he's back. And people forget who Cam Akers was, and I think Cam Akers got a little chip on his shoulder. And like at the beginning of the year, everybody forgot who the hell I was, and now I got hurt, and now I'm in the Super Bowl.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Hey, you want to know something else about Cam Akers?
Sorry, Cam, you don't follow my TikTok, so you don't get that joke.
Yeah, and you don't actually watch the Morning Wood show, so you don't get that joke.
I do too watch the Morning Wood show.
Oh yeah, what's this mean then?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Stacy.
I don't know. But Cam Akers is
But you don't watch the Morning Wood show. We know. It's fine. You're busy.
How you watching? Not the whole thing.
Hey, Mike Maloney says that in the chat too. Cam Akers will fumble. He is fumble prone. He is. And I wouldn't be opposed to putting money on Cam to give up the ball and to fumble it up once. But I do think I will sprinkle a little bit on, I already said this earlier, Joe Burrow or Matt Stafford wins MVP, but as a long shot, I will sprinkle a little on Cam Akers. Because if there's somebody who's not going to be a quarterback to win the MVP, it's a running back. And then you got to sprinkle money on Joe Mixon, and you got to sprinkle money on Cam Akers. Just saying.
I think if a running back wins, you said earlier, I think if a running back wins, it's Cam Akers.
I just think he's waiting at. I'd rather have Cam Akers out of the backfield than Joe Mixon.
Because I think Cam Akers early in the game is going to get loose for 20, 22, 25 yards. And then Stafford, the very next play, Stafford's probably going to throw it to Oakland because he's going to drop back and throw the ball so far.
Both teams, I think, are going to drop 8 into the box and kind of try and eliminate the other's quarterback. Both teams defensively are going to try and eliminate Matt Stafford from going deep. They're going to try and eliminate Joe Burrow from going deep with Jamar Chase. They're going to try and do all that. So in that case, you're going to leave it up to the running back. And I think both Joe Mixon and Cam Akers can be equally effective when handing off the ball. But if you're going to toss me the ball, I'll take Cam Akers over Joe Mixon all day.
Me too.
You know.
He'll be on the field more.
Yeah,
not if the Bengals don't have the ball.
Even with him being on the field more, so to speak.
I don't disagree with that.
Cam will be used more.
Yeah, Cam Akers can spread out and be a slot guy. You know, he's not just your screen passer or just in the backfield running the ball. Cam Akers I think is more useful or versatile. Maybe he's more versatile is the right word than Joe Mixon.
How many times this year have you seen in the playoffs? Have you seen Cam Akers pick up a block and hold the block for just a second, and then release the block and take 2 steps and turn around and catch the pass?
Right. And I think also, like, I just think, like, the Super Bowls, when it comes to a Super Bowl, like, it's not always the obvious choice to win MVP or to win you the game. Yes, Tom Brady wins more MVPs. Yes, because it's Tom freaking Brady, okay? Yeah, right. But at the end of the day, if Joe Burrow loses this Super Bowl, it does nothing to tarnish his career. Nothing.
No, he's in a year. He's
right.
He's not supposed to He's not
supposed to be here, bro. He's not supposed to be here.
No, he's not.
You know,
for sure not supposed to be there.
And
might have could have bought a ticket.
Yeah, but Matt Stafford, I think, has more to lose.
The Rams.
Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year. They don't win the Super Bowl in the next 5. I think if the Bengals lose, the Bengals can win the Super Bowl in the next 5.
Oh, the Bengals are coming. The Bengals are an issue, bro. But no, the Rams, even when they had their little rough patch, the Rams have been expected to be here all year.
The Rams lost their number 1 running back beginning of the year in Cam Akers. They lost Robert Woods beginning of the year. Arguably number 1 wide receiver on their team. Cooper Kupp has stepped up.
Cooper Kupp
by all means.
Cooper Kupp owes
right,
Robert
and let's just say, let's just say hypothetically that Cooper Kupp was always the number 1. Either way, you lost the number 2 guy. You lost Robert Woods. You lost that deep ball, okay? And you lost Cam Akers, your number 1 guy. You know what they did? They said, "I don't give a shit." There's a TikTok meme that goes around and says, "I don't give a fuck about none of that shit." About none of that shit. Okay? The Rams didn't care about none of it. They gave up their world for Matt Stafford.
I'm subbing out. Guy. I'll see y'all later. I got a replacement.
Are you out? Are you out? You want me to run the show?
I can't football it. I'm just going to leave my computer running and I'm going to go to the bar. I'll see y'all later. Have a great night. Love y'all dearly. Don't forget to
where are you going? No, I might meet you up there
with
later.
The parlays tomorrow morning.
Bye, Mom. Have a good night.
I have nothing to offer here. I have nothing to offer but typing things. That's it. This is y'all's wheelhouse. Own it, love it. It's a Super Bowl. I trust you. Just text me all your freaking plays.
Allie, wait, Allie. The Bulls are up 16 with less than 2 to go.
Josh has a shit ton of money on this right now. So I am rooting for the Bulls all the way. He's got a -3, -2, -1, and pick 'em.
They're
all
up 16.
$30 bets. Huh?
Oh, they're up 15, sorry. But yeah, they're rolling.
No, he's got a ton of money on this right now. So I don't care about my $10 Timberwolves bet at all. And I'm glad you cashed, Cam. Bye, Rick. I know. I'm cranky, y'all. I did 8 miles, 70 minutes. I'm tired. I need to go to the bar. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Morningwood at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tapping in, Tim. I'm leaving my computer up. Just turn your stuff off when you're ready.
Okay.
You don't tell me what to do. You're not my real mom.
Yeah, but I'm your freaking...
She was not going
to. You can still see me in the box below. You could have waited for me
I know. I'm not scared. Maybe a little bit.
That was real mom like. Yeah, I mean, what?
Huh? What? Yeah. I know, it really was. That's my impression of Ali Burns. Somebody asked me, what's your Ali Burns on Morningwood? And I'm like, oh, you guys want my impression of Ali Burns? Here it is. And I'm like, because that's what she looks like and sounds like when you guys piss her off. So there's that. I'm tired. I need to go to the bar.
Have a great night, y'all. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow for Morningwood, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. See y'all. Shit, I didn't turn it.
All right. Jesus. All right, so now Mom's gone. Let's talk real stuff. Is the color of the Gatorade going to be blue or orange? This is some serious shit now. Blue or orange?
100%.
I'm saying blue because I'm going with the Rams.
Cam? Anything?
Cam Ross?
Oh, I don't do that
blue
shit.
Don't do
that. I don't do none of that shit.
I guess I'll go with blue because my wall is blue. Lenny's in blue, so it's 2-1 because you got the orange deal going behind you. So we'll go blue.
He does. He's so... Listen, is anybody else tired of hearing about Joe Cool?
No.
Hey, I'd much rather...
Cool?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. God, I thought you left already.
I'm I'm trying
he-
to.
Hey, all I could say is it's a lot better to hear about Joe Burrow than Tom Brady. So I'm just happy
I'll
with
give you
other
that.
than that.
Oh, for
That's just
sure.
me. Yeah.
But now I feel like if Joe Burrow wins, they're gonna be like, "Oh, the young guns have taken over. Brady's gonna come back."
No, Brady's done.
So I gotta tell you guys, I do like you guys do football squares at all? I mean, everybody's always probably bought one somewhere along the line.
Used to.
That goes under the
I'm gonna
don't do that shit category for me.
That goes under the.
Oh, see, squares are fun.
I would want to do. I only do on Super Bowl. For the longest time, Super Bowl parties were always up in Syracuse for me, and I was at my grandparents' house, and they always had a big board. It was $1 per $1 per thing, and everybody got a couple squares, and it was all. That was a fun thing where you could try to win. I think it was like $5 or something if they land on your score, whatever it was.
Right,
So
exactly.
that was always fun.
It's just fun.
I think we're in one this year through my dad's work, and it's like $10 a square or something. I don't go crazy with it.
I love football squares. I love them too much. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to download my squares. Why can't I
Oh, is
do
there
this?
any left?
I'm gonna look right now.
Because
Why
if
can't I
you guys have not grabbed your own square yet, I'm gonna grab one when it comes to Sunday morning if there's none left, or if there's one or two left, I'm grabbing one. So
Bulls just won.
Mandy, if you're watching in the chat, can you bring me my square sheet that I just printed, please, off the printer?
They won by
Pretty
12,
please,
right,
and
Sean?
thank you.
134, 122. Is that what I just
There
said?
are 7 squares left on the Picks and Parlays.
7. Okay.
7 as of right now. But so my cousin Scott, who's my favorite degenerate cousin, we grew up together and we bet on football ever since we can remember, right? And so he has these squares that are they're a little bit pricey. Don't get me wrong; they're $100 a square.
Oh boy.
They hurt my head.
Thank you. And so
Hey,
it's $100 a square, but everybody says hi.
Hi.
Mandy
Hi,
says,
Mandy.
"Shh."
I did not.
Do we,
Cam,
do
my
we still
Facebook
get
And what?
I don't know. What? You Facebook? Why are you Facebooking other dudes?
Because it's
What?
Cam.
Oh, all right. It is Cam. She's like, because it's Cam. All right. So, anyways, real quick, $100 squares. You get one square.
Thank you, Mandy. Because Lenny sure didn't answer it when I asked him. He left me on red.
What did I do? Oh, did you ask about the weather to my wife? I don't know.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Your wife was just a nice person and told me about the weather.
Oh, I don't know. The
I thought
weather
you
looks
said it
like
was sunny with the chance of bad decisions.
yeah, sunny with a chance of bad decisions. So, anyways, the squares are $100 a pop. Okay, you do the math. 100.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lot of money.
Each quarter pays $2,250. Okay,
Makes sense.
I got 3 squares, but here's the thing: is your numbers change every quarter.
What?
So I'm not sure if that's a benefit or not. I'm still a
Depends
little
on what numbers
confused.
you got.
Well, obviously. So if you buy one square for $100, your numbers change every quarter. So for example, I gotta take my glasses off because I'm blind. And plus they print it out in like blue. I don't know, like who the hell can read that shit? If you're watching Cousin Scott, that was a terrible freaking color. And he only did that because he's probably a Michigan fan. And take the gray, see the blue and yellow shit? That's bull.
It looks
That's
like
bulls.
your paper looks like it's like see-through.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. All right, so my first square, the first quarter, I have Rams 5, 5, right?
Ah, gross. Not
And-
good.
And the Bengals 6. So let's just call that a loser. But that square changes in the second quarter to 5 and 7.
Which is
Still
a
terrible.
loser.
And then it goes to 8 and 5, which is terrible. But
Still
fourth
loser.
quarter is Bengals 9, Rams 0. So there's a shot.
Fourth quarter, anything's possible, but the early ones, those suck.
Terrible, right? I told him I want a refund. And then, but he
Have
said
your
no.
receipt still?
No. No, because Mandy pays him, and that's terrible. So I got another score, because I got 3. Guess what the first score... Like, I couldn't have got worse numbers.
Like 1-0 or something?
2 and 9.
Oh,
How the hell you get 2 and 9 in the first quarter?
you don't.
Then it goes to 3 and 8.
That's possible.
That's doable.
Come on.
That's
And
doable.
then it goes to 2 and 8, and then it goes to 5 and 7. So,
Okay,
Cousin Scott...
all those suck.
Exactly. And then the third one
Oh, you
is...
covered, bro.
I know he hates me. It's because it's on my mom's side. They hate me. Wait here.
He does. Hey, he does these sports gambling shows. We're just gonna screw him.
I know, right?
He thinks he's a pro, so we're gonna ruin his life.
We're gonna ruin him. Hold on. Where's my third one? It's 73, 27. Oh, and 99. Of course, box number 99 is gonna be the winner. First quarter, 0 for the Bengals,
Uh-huh.
2 for the Rams.
Oh, God.
It sounded so good until you read the Rams, right?
Yep.
Second quarter is 8 and 9. That's terrible. Third quarter's 3 and 9.
That's possible,
3 for the
especially later.
3 for the Bengals, 9 for the Rams. Hey, 29-23. I don't know. And then the last quarter is 4 and 8.
4 and 8's definitely possible. 4 for who?
I don't care. It's just terrible squares. So
You got screwed, bro.
I did,
Unless
right?
something crazy happens. Unless
Well, I
something
think in
funky
the later quarters, anything is possible, because if you get in the 20s and the 30s, like 28 is a possibility with that 8.
That's a real thing.
You know, I mean,
29 could be if you got like
29,
4
20,
touchdowns, one of them be a 2-point conversion or something like that.
you know, or you get in the 30s,
get-
2s,
that's chips and
5s.
And then you keep
you
in
know-
mind, you could always get missed extra points and stuff, and you never know.
Right. I don't think there's going to be a 2-point conversion or anything crazy like
I think
that.
I think there'll be one, and the only reason why I think there'll be one
Really?
is there might be like at the end of the game, like a kind of like a you need to get the 2-point conversion, make it a 1-score game or something like that, and try something similar to that. I don't know, maybe. Or you never know. It's the Super Bowl. You get 2 young coaches, and they might want to try to pull some crazy crap out. I mean, we saw a onside kick from the Saints in the one Super Bowl right after halftime. There's some funky crap that goes on in the Super Bowl. That is the last game of the year, and you better believe they're going to go after whatever they can, in order to win the game. And you know that they're going to try to go all crazy. So I don't put anything by them.
I don't disagree with that. Tim Earl, what's your best prop of the night for Super Bowl?
Like legit one or like a stupid?
Give me your legit one, and then off the wall one.
I still think Jamar Chase anytime touchdown. I know Nick really liked the Joe Burrow over 2.5 rushes. Rushing attempts. Sorry, rushing attempts. I think.
See, I don't hate that because he gets a rushing attempt on a kneel down.
You know what? I think both quarterbacks could probably go over their rushing total. If you're going to get a bunch of pressure and they're going to try to run the ball, we'll see.
Matt Stafford can't run. He's like Tom Brady.
You never know. Tom Brady's marked out some crazy runs. So
Oh, Tom Brady
it's
tweeted
simple.
out.
You never know.
Yeah, Tom Brady tweeted out that Madden has his speed all wrong. That he is a rushing god. He tweeted that out. He was like, my rushing skills rating on Madden should be like 99. And then the next day, next game, he actually rushed for like 8 yards or something. And it was like the most he's rushed all year.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then he retweeted, this is why he's the GOAT. And then he retweeted like, told you. Kind of thing. You're not Josh Allen. You're not Justin Herbert. Calm down, Tom.
Yeah, you see it. You better believe it. That's funny.
Yeah. Sean Austin, the home team is the Rams.
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
The Bengals are technically the home team of the Super Bowl. I don't know
Really?
why, but they're technically the home team.
Why? Yeah, I mean, I know you
I
just
have no
said
clue.
you don't know why,
It's
but
they're technically the home team of the Super Bowl.
did the AFC? How's that work? Because I know, like, I don't know if
Maybe
you guys
because the
watch. Like, the
NFC
Pro Bowl is
was-
useless.
No, Pro Bowl
But-
means absolutely nothing. But
Right.
I know like I think because last year NFC was home, and then the previous year AFC was home, and go back and
So
forth.
it
like
alternates?
That, I don't know.
So
that
I
sounds
like-
right.
I think the Pro Bowl, the Pro Bowl is
stupid.
useless the way it is right now. It's just dumb. It's terrible TV. It's
All All-Star games are
meaningless.
stupid.
Well, I disagree. The MLB All-Star Game has
Means nothing.
meaning.
No,
It
it
means something. So I don't
No, it
think
doesn't.
it determines home field advantage
No,
in
it
the World
doesn't.
Series.
No, it doesn't anymore.
When did that change?
Like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Also,
For real?
the odd number Super Bowls is the NFC. The even numbers is the AFC.
There you go. That's why. I knew
Okay.
it would go back and forth. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
It goes back and forth, but if you didn't know who it was last year, it's the odds of the NFC, the evens of the AFC.
So I think why don't they have that, like, the Rams are in the NFC and that's where their stadium, that's where they're having the Super Bowl. Like, it should go geography. What am I trying to say?
Geographically,
Yes.
Yeah, but the only problem with the teams hosting the Super Bowl is that there's a lot of requirements for the host
Yes,
city
Sean
in
Austin.
order to host the Super Bowl. So
that is.
So
that is-
I when did that change with the MLB? Because
It never- the Super Bowl was never dictated by the Pro Bowl. Never. I don't think so.
no, I don't think that was. But
it
I
was
thought the
either-
MLB was always the
MLB
World
was-
Series was always dictated by who has home field advantage
Correct.
by the All-Star game.
Correct. Now it means nothing.
I just didn't know that changed. That's why
Yeah, it
that's why I'm a host, folks, and these guys are cappers.
But technically, no, it never used to be who won the Pro Bowl. It used to always be like they chose it like a year in advance or whatever it was in advance of who was going to host the Super Bowl. Most of the time, I believe it was in. No, the Super Bowl was never in Hawaii, but it used to go back
The
and
Pro
forth.
Bowl
Pro Bowl was out there.
Pro Bowl was always in Hawaii,
forever.
and I believe like the Super Bowl was always like either in Florida or the select stadiums after a while. So no, it's not dictated on who wins the Pro Bowl.
I'm gonna block this guy from chat.
That makes sense though.
It does not make sense.
What's up?
I'm listening.
The All-Star game in baseball changed in 2016. It was voted
It's
on.
been that long?
Yes,
Mhm.
it was voted on and changed in the new collective bargaining agreement.
Why?
I don't know
That
why.
doesn't make sense.
I don't know why, but I know that's what it was.
Yeah, I did not know that. I always thought for the last couple of years, but that's how much I pay attention to it. I mean, to me, like, you tell me who's the favorite, or you tell me who has home field advantage in MLB, and that's how I adjust my bets. I don't care.
Now it's whoever is the better seed.
I'm betting game to game.
But up until 2002, it was just rotated.
In baseball, too?
No, that's what it was in. I'm telling you, like in baseball, it was just rotated. It was just
Right.
fine in baseball. Yeah, up until 2002. And then
So I agree with Rickett here, and I saw somebody else tweet this out, I think yesterday or the day before after the Pro Bowl debacle. I do think, I saw somebody said that it needs to be like a 7-on-7 flag football situation, and they would nominate an NFC and AFC head coach from a player to be a coach or whatever, and then they would just donate, say, $1 million, the NFL would, for whoever won, to whoever's charity, NFC coach or AFC coach. And it would just be 7-on-7. No kicks, no punts, no nothing like that. It would suck for offensive and defensive linemen and kickers or special team players because they probably wouldn't, just because they're nominated to the Pro Bowl, like, the kickers are nominated to a Pro Bowl. They didn't kick. They're not going to kick. They're not going to do that. So the 7-on-7 makes it a little bit more entertaining, but there has to be some kind of reward for winning it rather than the players getting a couple
I
hundred
like
grand for
the Mike
Wayne or
Maloney
something.
spreads.
Like that.
I've seen that more than once. Go down like 3. Yeah, right there. That one. You had it. There you go.
Yeah. Replace the two. See, no, you're never going to do that.
No.
And here's why. Because I'll tell you right now, as a Detroit Lions fan, if that scenario's in place, and I got to play Jacksonville in a 1-game playoff to see who gets the first pick, I don't care. I'll take number 2 pick. There's nobody worth lately that is that big of a gap in talent between the number 1 pick and the number 2 pick. So I'm going to go half speed. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to go balls out to try and get the number 1 pick over the number 2 pick. In theory,
they could
as a
just
fan, it sounds great, but that's not realistic.
They could just end in a tie. I think the Pro Bowl should be after the
Right.
season, though. Like, regardless of what they do, it should be after the season. It shouldn't be the week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But that's how it's always been. It's always... You know what's better than anything? It's a freaking skills competition. The skills competition is awesome to watch. Those guys, those quarterbacks trying to throw dimes. Like, I don't know if you guys watched it this year. In Vegas, they were playing at the Las Vegas Aviators, the minor league baseball team's field. They were doing the skills competition, okay? And it was so windy in Vegas, like I'm talking 30, 40 mile an hour wind gusts. And you saw Russell Wilson trying to throw a 40-yard touchdown on a dime on a target that's moving and the wind. It was crazy to see. He just went out there and bang, 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 bang. And the skills competition's good times, though.
Also,
All right,
what you just said, Lenny, was wrong.
What did I just say?
The Pro Bowl moved before the Super Bowl in 2010. Before that,
It's always been before the Super Bowl, like the week before.
Nope.
No?
2009 was the last one after the Super Bowl. 2010, it started going the week before.
Well, what the hell do I know?
A lot.
I'm just saying.
A lot, just not everything.
I don't know nothing. I don't know what.
Not everything.
I don't know shit about the All-Star games. Apparently, MLB. I don't know. NFL. I don't know.
No, see, I'm with you though. Like, I prefer the skills competition. Like, there's been a lot of people lobbying for years to have like a one-on-one tournament thing for the NBA. Mm-hmm. Like a king of the court, if you will.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is football is an actual contact sport.
Oh no, I'm not talking about football. I'm just saying, like, no, I prefer the skills competition or the home run.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I prefer the home run derby over the All-Star game any day.
I prefer the home run derby. I prefer the NBA skills competition.
Yeah,
I prefer the 3-point competition more than I do the NBA game.
Yeah, the game. Like the game isn't fun to watch. It's the stuff the night before the game. Well, in the NBA, I will say, in the NBA, the rising stars, that is fun to watch.
Yes.
The young kids, that is fun to watch.
It is. The rising star thing is awesome to watch. Maybe the Pro Bowl is just like, I don't know, teams that didn't make the. I don't know how you make the Pro Bowl better, but what it is right now sucks. The NFL is putting out a terrible product. Make it something. Like something. Anything. I don't care if it's a donation to charity.
Actually anything.
Like literally anything. Like you host the draft. Like, hey, you win if the AFC wins the Pro Bowl, then that AFC team gets to host the draft the next year. Like this year's draft is in Vegas. I don't know, it's just anything. Make it worth something. But the NFL draft is in Vegas this year. I will be downtown on the Strip, and I hate the Strip. But I will be down there for the draft. I'll be repping my Lions stuff, waiting for that second-round pick because...
Waiting for the 38th pick?
Yeah, because that's all we got is hope and a dream.
Is hope.
And some Kool-Aid that we keep drinking. Right, that's all we got. But, Cam Ross, what's your best prop bet for the night for Super Bowl?
I said it already. Cam Akers to have the most rushing yards, and then you.
All right, you're right. What's your crazy one? I mean, you're off the wall one.
My crazy one,
like
let me look.
Color of Gatorade type shit.
I don't know. I just can't get jiggy with that. And like okay, what happens if what are the Gatorade options? what is it, blue and
Oh, hold on. I got you.
yeah.
Hold
There's
on.
like blue, red,
Talk amongst
orange,
yourselves.
Yellow, purple, clear. There's like all of them. Like
Okay,
rainbow.
because that's what I was going to ask. Like, if it's not one of the ones that it's option, it's like
No, it'll be part of the options.
I was going to ask, like, is it a push?
Okay, so I'll give you guys 2 times. I'm gonna switch spots. I'm gonna move this around here. Hold on. I'm gonna give you guys real quick. I'm gonna give you 3 props that are a little off the wall, and you're gonna go one side or the other.
Okay.
I don't care if you guys agree or whatever. So the Super Bowl MVP, and this is totally off the cuff here. The Super Bowl MVP mentions first in his speech. Team and his teammates, -120. City and his fans, +300.
Depends on the MVP.
God and religion, +325. Family, +750. Coaches, 1,400. Team owner, +2,000.
Depends on the MVP.
Well, no shit, Nick Earl.
No,
I
said that
mean,
for Nick too, but yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, what, like, I mean, give me a little something.
I feel like them going and saying thank you to the team and the players first. That would probably be the first thing.
Probably.
Cincinnati, yeah. You know what? Cincinnati might be the city. Shut up.
I
Cincinnati
agree.
might be the city, just because it's been forever since they even made a playoff game or whatever, and crazy thing. But and then if it's the Rams winning it and Matthew Stafford wins it, he'd probably mention the city of LA and then maybe even the city of Detroit in there as well.
He will never. I will put money. He'll never mention the city of Detroit. Not publicly on the podium. He can't do that. But I'm going to tell you right now. I think they mentioned family first, +750.
And then you never know if it's a player that's heavily religious, he might go to God first. But
Matt Stafford mentions his wife before he mentions his family. Joe Burrow mentions the city before he mentions anybody.
Facts. Yep.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his wife just survived brain tumor surgery, blah, blah, blah. Like, the great story. Joe Burrow growing up in Ohio, doing it for Ohio, blah, blah, blah. He's going to mention the city and the fans. First Super Bowl, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I got another one for you, and I can't find it, so talk amongst yourselves.
I don't really have a crazy one. Mike Tran, you lost on the Wolves game, so
Yeah, he probably bet against you.
so you just did your own thing.
Right, Mike? That's up to you. You do your own thing. Should have
Yeah.
taken the Bulls. Sean Austin says under 5 planes on the flyover before game time. Don't they do
No, flyover
They
is
do.
only 5 in a
In a
in the
beat.
formation in a V,
yeah,
right?
no.
The flying
If they do
V.
the flyby, then yeah. Then it's
They
over.
will because it's from Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada. That they've already
Yeah, they
mentioned.
do it.
It's a big thing on local TV out here in Vegas that the Nellis Air Force Base is probably 10 minutes from the strip or whatever, and they're flying out there to do the overfly whatever thingy. This is a good bet too. Which Anheuser-Busch brand commercial will run first? Hear me out.
Okay, let's
Listen to the question, Cam Ross, because you're intrigued. Which Anheuser-Busch brand commercial will run first? Budweiser, +170. Bud Light, +200. Michelob Ultra, +400. Cutwater Spirits, I don't even know what that is, +450. Bud Light Seltzer, +600. Or Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer, you should be ashamed of yourself for even drinking that, +700. I went with the favorite here, +170 at Budweiser.
That's what I
What?
would go.
Yeah, probably Budweiser.
You know, Stanford's wife will be shown in pregame prior to McVay's fiance. Yes or no? Yes. Kelly Stafford will be filmed or shown on camera before McVay's fiance, because once you put a ring on it, you get national TV. Until that shit is signed in a marriage decree, you don't get national TV. Sean Austin says, I've never seen 6+ and for any situation
it's not 6,
other than
but
air shows.
There's always, the under 5 is a push at best.
Well, that's the thing. Isn't the 5? Isn't the 5 like? Isn't the 5 the whole principle, the concept of that? The 5 planes. Isn't it man down?
1, 2, and 3 because there could be 1 in the middle as well.
Well, it's like usually 1 and then 2 on the sides. So
normally it's 1, 2, and then sometimes they do the 3, and then they might have the 1 in the middle. So they might have 1, 2, and 3, like the beginning of the bowling thing.
The pins on the bowling alley thing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at
I don't know. I thought the 5 was like a symbol of like man down. Like out of like a I don't know. Who knows? Earl Cam Lenny best bet tomorrow. Thanks. What's your best bet for tomorrow? Budweiser lock.
I don't have any of my plays. Yeah, like, all right, I got it. Hold on. Like they might do something like this in the beginning.
Yeah, look, yeah.
And then that would be 6. Yep, right here.
Okay.
But see, in mine it's 5. No, it is 6. I'm sorry, I can't count.
It is 6.
Yeah, so I think Sean Austin. I think it's the over because that's normally the formation. But it could change. Honestly, they could run.
I could see that.
I doubt it. I doubt they would run anything else.
All right, Cam Ross. This is the best. This is the last question of the night for both of you guys, and I know Tim Earl's answer already, and we briefly touched base on this earlier. All bullshit aside. What's the first song at halftime?
I don't know. I really have no idea.
So here's your options, Cam. Here's your options. Lose Yourself by Eminem plus or minus 250. That's a favorite. Minus 250. Dr. Dre in the next episode's plus 150. California Loves plus 800. And I talked about that. I think that could be a closer. But I did put a little sprinkle on it.
I think that's either the lead off or the closer.
Right. Still Dre is plus 800. Drop It Like It's Hot is plus 2200. Nothing But a G Thing is plus 2800. Humble, Kendrick Lamar track, plus 2800. Family Affair, again, Kendrick track, plus 3300. All the Stars, plus 3300.
Is there an option for none of the above?
No.
Then I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Cali Love. I'm gonna just.
I think it's worth a little sprinkle to start. Maybe they start out with a bang. You know what I mean? Also,
I think they would end up opening up with one person, so you gotta think of that too. Like if it opens up with M, I could easily see it going to like Not Afraid as the first song, or something in that nature. Like so one of those types of things. Like that's why I asked it not on the list.
I could see it. Will Eminem wear a Lions jersey plus 650?
Yes, probably.
I'm saying I'll tell you right now. If I could take a no on that, I'd take a no.
Well, he is a Detroit guy and it's at the game, so
he's not.
But but he's not really a Jersey guy, so
he's not loud like that.
Snoop Dogg to wear a Steelers jersey?
No.
Plus 550. He's a huge Steelers fan.
He wouldn't do that in LA.
Snoop may have on a Death Row shirt.
So yeah, he just acquired the Death Row records.
I think
legally
Snoop has something Death Row on,
and that's why I think he wears blue. I'm just saying, this is conspiracy theory on my part. But all right, so also a prop I found. Will Tupac's holographic or whatever they call it, holographic image, holographic image be showed during the Super Bowl, or will Nipsey Hussle's image showed during the Super Bowl on a holographic image? Plus on yes.
I would probably say no to both, but I would imagine Nips would be. shown before Pac.
I think during California Love, Tupac
show
could be
Pac.
shown. Like, it's very Coachella type situation. So, yeah. But, yeah, Sean Austin says he thinks it's Marshall's song. He was the opener on the halftime trailer. I think he is the opener, and I think he comes out to Lose Yourself kind of thing. I could get behind that.
I think he comes out to
angle.
something that's not Lose Yourself. I think he comes out first, but I don't think he comes
Lose
out...
Yourself is his biggest marketing hit ever.
Yes, but I don't think he comes out with it.
But you have to understand the halftime show is not made for us. It's made for everyday America. That's not betting on the NFL. That's not this. It's made for TV. They don't want another nip slip or anything like that. They want made for TV, and they're already pressing the line with Snoop, Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar. Go ahead, name me those four artists. Are very heavily explicit content type artists. You got Mary J. Blige, who's the queen. She might drop the F-bomb more than any of them.
I think with the Super Bowl thing, is there a betting odds for them to drop an F-bomb or something like that?
No.
Or a total of over under like 5.5 F-bomb. I think it's the Super Bowl. They're going to go after it. They're not going to care.
I don't think so.
Cared.
I think it's going to be very
Dre's
phoned in,
cared.
very commercial.
Snoop has never really cared. Like I have a feeling the F-bomb will be dropped a couple of times. I don't think they're going to go as far to say the N-word, but I think the F-bomb will get dropped a couple of times.
Oh, Snoop says the N-word all day.
Well, I don't think
if I could bet that prop, he says it.
But I don't think,
and I would also bet the prop. I was going to say, I bet he calls Eminem the N-word.
I don't think he uses it in the halftime performance. I don't think he does. Because I think they'll drop the F-bomb every single day.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoop's the issue.
Over and over again, but they won't say... none of them will say the N-word. That's just my
Yeah, I think Snoop is the issue. Dre's very commercial. Eminem can be very commercial. Mary J. Blige could be very commercial. Kendrick Lamar is a sleeper as well, because Kendrick Lamar could give two shits.
Yeah.
So there's that.
But they gotta know when they hired M and Dre and Kendrick, and like when they hired these guys, they're gonna drop the F-bomb. They have to know during the thing they're gonna drop something, because that's kind of part of their music. Because they're not gonna bleep everything out.
So who's the surprise guest? There's no prop for this, but there's always a surprise guest. Like, for me, a couple years ago, Missy Elliott stole the show. Okay, a couple years ago. So who's your surprise guest that steals the halftime show? I already know who I got.
Who?
I'm going to say nobody. Because there's
Tupac.
already 5.
And his hologram.
Okay, that's not really... Okay. I thought you meant like... Oh, God, Nick, shut the hell up. Please, no. God, no.
It's not. It's not. I tried to take it off. Ice Cube is a legit threat.
I had to.
He did. MGK is not on the stage.
No.
Ice Cube could very well be out there.
I'm going to say nobody. And the only reason why I'm going to say nobody is there's already 5 of them up there. And the halftime show is only, 25 minutes? I don't think any of them.
So I think it has to go... If it's not Tupac, then it has to go like a rocker type guy. Like, they have all these hip-hop and rap artists with Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Kendrick, Mary J. Blige, all this. They need that rock and roll guy. So they got to bring in a rock influence. Kind of like a Lenny Kravitz.
Steven Tyler.
Yeah, well, like somebody from the LA scene like that. Like they bring somebody in like that. Like when, Lenny Kravitz with somebody else. Rihanna, stop. Now Nick Earl's just being dumb.
Nah, he's just
Run DMC is a New York thing. So they ain't bringing them in. They already got the NWA kind of vibe going with Snoop and Dre and all them. So I don't see it. Willie Nelson. That would be awesome. It would be just awesome. You guys got anything else, or should we wrap it up?
No, I'm good. It's been
What are you
real.
laughing about?
He don't know.
Oh,
he's
okay.
he's
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 laughing.
he's watching Willie Nelson videos.
No, I got nothing else.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for Almost Adulting Super Bowl Prop Edition. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Tim Earl tapping in for Ali Burns. All that good stuff. Cam Ross, always a pleasure, my man.
Always, brother.
Getting the band back together.
Any comments for Ali's chair?
What?
All
What's that?
right.
What? Oh, hold on. Wait. What? Ali Burns? What'd you say? Joe Mixon, MVP.
No,
Oh, my
say
God.
Something about our sponsors, BetMGM.
Listen, yes, before I forget, don't forget to visit us, our friends over at BetMGM, though. There's an awesome promo going if you haven't already signed up for them. They will match bet up to $560 on your first deposit bet, I should say. Deposit match. That's what I'm trying to say. Deposit match up to $560 when you sign up for them. New York, you're welcome. I know Louisiana, all them. Like, there's a bunch of states that are just new. You're welcome. Join our friends over at BetMGM. I went down Saturday and signed up, so take advantage of that. Cam Ross, who wins the Super Bowl?
The Rams.
Who day?
2-1.
I got.
Do they cover?
I don't know.
I know, right? I don't know about if they cover.
I think they either win by like 80 or like 2.
They're not going to win by 80. That's crazy, but I got what you mean.
Hey.
I got what you mean.
If there was a prop out there, I might take it.
I think there's a prop for them to win by exact number anywhere from 1 to 42. So take your pick.
I think they win. I mean, I told you guys my teaser earlier. I'm on the Bengals over 10.5, but if you're in California, no, I don't think so. California's
No, it's
not legal.
We went over this during Morning Wood. It is not legal in California. We went onto the site. We showed you it's not part of the list of states. You gotta wait for your state to legalize sports betting. I'm waiting for North Carolina to get their shit together too. So I feel your frustration.
Yeah. So listen, if your state is not legalized for gambling, contact your local state representative, senator, congressman, whoever you got to do. Get that shit legalized. Be an adult. Okay? Get your shit together, California.
DM me on Twitter if you need an offshore book.
Oh, yeah, I got that all day. All right, guys, that's going to do it for Almost Adulting Friday Super Bowl edition. I appreciate it. Everybody stopping by, all that. And you guys know the drill. Good luck, unless you're against me. Peace out.